What's up, y'all? I'm gonna try to explain to you perfectly why the black woman will always get the short end of the stick. This is not because of hate. This out of observation. Black women, y'all have to understand, y'all moral ethics are the worst on the planet. Y'all share the same qualities as the bottom feeding white woman. You have to understand this. When feminism started, this were from bottom tier, bored, probably had a husband, um, type of women. And you have to understand, if we saying here want to break this down and try to figure out how this correlates to you, is because you have to think about these women wanted to start something. These women didn't go to the Chinese first. They didn't go to the Indian woman first. They didn't go to any other race first. They went to you first because you shared the same demonic qualities that some of these demonic white men would have. You have to understand, we can go back to Emmett Till and all of those white women that are like that. I know people want to be more, politically correct about everything. But these same women that will sit here and lie on men for not paying them no attention or not having no sexual relations with them, and these same women will lie on them and talk bad about them, right? And get these black men in trouble. But guess what? They came to you with feminism because they had a problem with their man, and you sit here and had a problem with your man on something that your man do to you, never mimic on you. See, black women have this thing about, oh, this is specifically black men. It's like, how is this specifically black men? You say black men doing X, Y, and Z, being nasty, sleeping with a whole bunch of different women, okay, and having children. White men do have that all the time too, all the time. So y'all trying to make an argument about something that's like exclusive to black men, when it's like it's not. It's not even us. This is just y'all mirroring and want to mimic everybody else. Y'all like to fit in with everybody else. You want to fit in with everybody else, and that's your weakness. Because if you was morally ethics, you had moral ethics, you wouldn't be no baby mama for one. Secondly, you want to have a whole bunch of baby daddies. Secondly, the things that y'all asking about what y'all want from a man, not once do y'all talk about the character of the man. You have to understand, when you're trying to build on anything, it has to have a good foundation. You can't build a house without a good foundation. You can't build a house with straw. You want to reinforce your house with some wood, nails, some metal somewhere, because guess what? This is a solid foundation. What y'all talking about has no solid foundation. You want a man with a whole bunch of money. Yes, he can have a whole bunch of money, but what is more cold? Okay, he got a whole bunch of money, but guess what? How he's making this money? Some of y'all gonna come on here. Y'all probably watch porn. You think all them people that's doing porn have moral ethics? Who control the porn industry? Oh, so white men supposed to treat women right, but they have a whole brothel of everything, with having sex with women, beating up women. And if you haven't noticed, most people in the porn industry, all these women, end up showing up mysteriously dead. That's the other thing. Even when we go back to when black relationships and black marriages was at that all time high. When the man messed up and did things he ain't supposed to be doing, it was just him doing it. He was messed up. She leave the relationships. She keep her code of ethics, and she's just a better woman leaving the relationship, because guess what? She don't have to demoralize herself trying to get even. Your problem is y'all want to be spiteful and y'all want to be evil, and guess what? You can be faithful to your husband or whatever, whoever you with, and he turns around and sleep with a whole bunch of different people, and you're sitting there thinking getting even with him makes you the better woman. Or I'm supposed to understand, oh, you did it too. Or you didn't. You ain't supposed to get even with the man, you dummy. That's the difference between our great grandmothers. She ain't get even with us. He'll be sad leaving. He'll be sad losing her. Guess what? Somebody else gonna get all their goodness. But guess what? You giving your cookie out to somebody else and this person, and you're supposed to be like, I'm supposed to get back with her so she can stop. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? If you with somebody and they want to get even with you by sleeping with other people, so now you let other people get the cookie from free without earning it because you want to be spiteful. Make that make sense. Please help me to try to make that make sense. But this the things y'all women do, and you simp ass niggas be sitting there trying to take the back end. Like how? If the village can fuck on your shorty, ain't no point in having a shorty. Why don't everybody just go on her then? Ain't no point in keeping something that everybody else can have. Anything that you want to air quote and say that you consider it valuable, that's because other people can't obtain it. If somebody drove around with a Bugatti or drove around with a Bentley, drove with a Phantom, Aston Martin, you drive around with a Corvette or something of that sort. Guess what? You want to turn his because that's rare for you to have. How you supposed to be sitting here want to hold something and honor it if everybody been touching on it? When most people have this stuff, they don't want you leaning on the car. Do you see people when they got this up have a whole bunch of people standing on it, leaning on the car? I don't think so. The raggedy, beat up cars, you see people standing on it, rocking on it. But if you had a Lambo sitting outside, all your partners to stand on it and got your feet on it and posting on the car. No, you're not. You don't see people put stickers on these type of cars. You ain't never seen one person have a Mercedes and have a whole bunch of stickers on the Mercedes. Or put a whole bunch of stupid rims on the Mercedes because the Mercedes already luxury. Y'all sitting here devour yourselves. And then y'all try to figure out why most men don't come after you. Don't even matter if he's black or white. Because your moral ethics are the worst. Even when the white woman out here, they got white women out here talking about they want to sleep with 1,000 men in a day. That is nasty. But it's still comparable that you got multiple baby daddies. So you out here letting people shoot up your club, doing whatever else to you, swap and spit with this person. And people that's like that, most likely they indulge in some type of sodomy. And she kissing women too. So it ain't just the men now. You sleeping with the women and the men. That's nasty. And some people like that even sleep with animals. I ain't playing with you. Your moral ethics are the worst, but you want the best. How does that work? How does that work? Your moral ethics is by far the worst. The white woman in her mess is bad, but guess what? The white woman is over there. They over there. They in their own community doing their own dirt. And then they getting online. The thing is, the stuff we talking about, it's right in our back door, in our face. We have pay-per-view. We have front row seats to the crap. And you're trying to tell us we're wrong because we don't want to choose a woman that's like that. We're actually morally correct. Get that damn birds. Get out of here. Gonna poop on my fence. But yeah. Like, you gotta make this stuff make sense. Your moral actions are bad. You're not supposed to get even with the dude. And most of y'all problem is, oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? You shouldn't be doing. That ain't got nothing to do with you having a moral ethic. You don't have to lower yourself to somebody's standard because you want to get even. That actually the difference between our great grandmothers. They weren't trying to get even. They left his ass. She ain't gonna let no other dude clap her cheeks to try to make him jealous or make him upset. If he clapping your cheeks because you mad, what's the point in getting you then? Then let me clap your cheeks. Somebody else clap your cheeks and I go about my business. Cause guess what? I ain't getting nothing that nobody else ain't getting. So what's the point? That's the difference. These men usually get with women. He mess up. She can decide to leave, or he can decide, you know what? I'm gonna clean my act and I'm gonna just be a better man to this woman. But no, you sit here and turn around. You turn around and get pregnant by somebody else. What you did, like that supposed to make it better. Like you got another baby coming up. Nobody gives a fuck about somebody else's baby. Because if actually most of y'all give a fuck about somebody else's baby, then why aren't you the first one at adoption? Why y'all not the first one at adoption? Because you really don't give a fuck because you got your own children. So don't play with me. You don't give a fuck either. Because if you did, you would indulge with a dude that's messing up the community. You see how this works? If you really care about the babies, then you wouldn't you wouldn't even surround yourself or be with somebody that morally act a certain way that the children can't look up to. That's just proving that most of y'all frauds are phony.